Good morning. I'm Monisa Cline here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio in beautiful, sunny San Diego. And with me this morning is Kristen Pratt, who is the Vice President for Global Customer Solutions for CTM. Kristen, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Hope you had a good ride in from Boston.
I did. It was a nice
Good.
long flight, and it's great to be here.
Uneventful, I hope,
Uneventful,
right?
yes.
Good, good. And isn't it great to be back at
It is
GBTA?
wonderful to be back.
All the people
In
face
person,
to
it
face,
feels
in
like
person.
we're moving things forward again. It's wonderful.
So speaking of in-person and personal, in today's environment, there's been a lot of discussion around personal service. I mean, how important do you think that is for larger global customers in this space?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's tremendously important. In fact, in our last global customer survey, the #1 need that was cited was specific to customer service and delivery, and that was specific to global buyers. You know, when we think about personalization internally, we have a goal that we refer to a lot, which is show me that you know me. And we've,
Ooh, I like that.
yeah, we've really invested a lot to deliver that across our platforms. And it is really driven by the feedback of our customers. So I can give a couple of examples. In the online space, we have our own online booking tool, Lightning. We've just released a new feature that really saves time and makes it easier for travelers to figure out what are the right choices for them, and it presents recommendations and top picks. And it's based on not only traditional policy and preference, but it's looking at their historic travel behaviors. It's looking at the behaviors of their peers, really making it easier to sift through all of the traditional options. And with more content and fare types being delivered, we're really just trying to save time. On the advisor side of the business for offline, we've had a tool called CTM Advisor in the market for a number of years. That was like that, the core function of that is personalization. And that is a tool that our advisors use to, if you're calling us, to know if you're already on a trip, who you are, is your trip disrupted? I hate to say that that's a more common use case these days, but it is.
Yeah.
And to sort of get away from the tedious Q&A that a lot of the transactions used to feel like, and more into a conversation that feels personal and informed.
Excellent. So
yeah.
a lot of leveraging a lot of data and technology to truly
Absolutely.
customize and personalize the
Yes,
experience,
absolutely.
which is key.
Yeah.
CTM has its own OBT and a platform for the agents. Is it important for TMCs to have both?
I think if you want to control your experience for your customers and your internal customers and be able to deliver the experience in a unified way across all channels, yes, it's really the only way to control that. Our customers absolutely see a lot of value in the fact that we control our own roadmap. We decide what gets prioritized. And with an increase in online booking tool adoption, I mean, that in particular is tremendously important because, we want to control what content we connect to and really not be at someone else's mercy to be waiting for things to be delivered. So it allows us to be really agile in that.
Good. Agility is so important. There's been a lot of talk about global business travel being done differently. And what do you see those differences, speaking for CTM, and what sort of customers are a good fit for the CTM global model?
Yeah, I think one difference is how we deliver the service. We deliberately don't have these massive global call centers that we sort of expect customers to plug into. We do have, a lot of hubbing and local, and there's a lot of flexibility in our model.
Which is important.
But we have an entire team of global solution designers that work to design what are the right recommendations for the program based on where that customer's at in their global journey. If it's somebody who's just embarking on going multinational, they may not be ready to, try a one-size-fits-all. And, no program is exactly the same, and nobody's trying to achieve exactly the same objectives. And so we really spend a lot of time designing the program with a lot of flexibility, which, it ultimately gets packaged into one program and one platform, but there's a lot of solution design that goes into it with a lot of flexibility, I would say. You asked about customers too. Of course, geographical footprint alignment I think is important. We cover 4 regions in 130 countries, but we tend to do really well with customers that have a similar culture, that are sort of technology savvy, that like to be early adopters of new technology. That tends to work really well for us. And I would say also, we're the fourth largest global TMC now, which is very exciting. But we hear a lot that our customers and the ones that we do well with are those that really want to have a strong voice with their suppliers. And we really make our senior management team very accessible, and we listen.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Those are all important elements
Yeah.
of delivering customer satisfaction.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I know you guys have a big presence here.
We
right,
do.
at
We have a very
convention,
big presence.
right?
I think
Big
we have
trade show floor and
40-something people here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow. So in closing, is there anything that you'd like to say to the 4,000 people that are here at convention?
I would say thank you for coming. I think what I have noticed this year, outside of the fact that it sort of feels like we're moving forward again, which is excellent, it feels like the dialogue and the conversations are very intentional. And I don't know if it's that people have gratitude for being here and able to engage again, but
Probably
it
so.
really feels like there's just a lot of focus and mindful conversations, and it's been a pleasure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Kristen, great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for spending a few minutes and sharing what CTM is up to. And
Yes.
it sounds like a lot of exciting things are happening there, so
They are.
congrats.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm Monisa Cline here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio.